Leonard Little remains an example of how some players are remembered not just for their skills on the field, but for the challenges they face. Despite his achievements in football, his name often recalls a dark chapter, a manslaughter conviction that overshadows his career. Leonard Antonio Little, born on October 19, 1974, is a retired American professional football player who played as a defensive end for the St. Louis Rams in the National Football League. After leaving a birthday party in 1998, Little was involved in a tragic accident in St. Louis, Missouri, where he crashed into Susan Gutweiler, who was on her way to pick up her son from a concert. Little's blood alcohol content was found to be 0.19%, well above the legal limit of 0.08 in Missouri. He pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 90 days of work in a city workhouse, placed on 4 years of probation, and ordered to complete 1,000 hours of community service. Years later, in January 2003, Little faced charges related to communicating threats and making harassing calls, stemming from issues following his breakup with his girlfriend Michelle. His attorney, Scott Rosenblum, dismissed the charges as baseless, stating they believed the case would not proceed. In April 2004, Little was arrested again, this time for driving while intoxicated, after speeding at 78 miles per hour in a 55 mph zone on Interstate 64. During the stop by the Ladue Police Department, he exhibited signs of intoxication such as red eyes and the smell of alcohol. Little failed 3 roadside sobriety tests and admitted to consuming alcohol. He was convicted of misdemeanor speeding but acquitted of the DWI charge. As a result, he received 2 years of probation, starting on May 6, 2005, with a strict prohibition against consuming any alcoholic beverages during this period. Despite his crime, his early life was an exemplary one. Little attended Asheville High School in Asheville, North Carolina, where he excelled in football as both a linebacker and wide receiver. Throughout his high school career, he earned accolades such as Super Prep, Blue Chip, and First Team All-American honors. His outstanding performance led to the retirement of his #30 jersey by the school in November 2005. After high school, Little spent a season at Coffeyville Community College in Kansas before transferring to the University of Tennessee. At Tennessee, he made an immediate impact, starting every game during his senior season as a middle linebacker. He led the team in tackles with 87 and sacks with 8.5, earning him First-Team All-America and All-Southeastern Conference honors. During his junior season, Little played as a defensive end and showcased his defensive prowess with 33 tackles, 8.5 sack, and multiple game-changing plays like blocking a field goal and forcing 4 fumbles. As a sophomore, he continued to dominate as the starting left defensive end, recording 62 tackles and a career-high 11 sacks. Little's impressive performance at Tennessee culminated in 28 career sacks, ranking him 3rd all-time in school history. He graduated from Tennessee with a bachelor's degree in psychology, laying a strong academic foundation alongside his athletic achievements. The St. Louis Rams selected Little with the 65th overall pick in the 1998 NFL Draft, making him their 4th pick in the 3rd round. Just before the pick, there was a tense moment when the Rams traded up to 65th, fearing the Pittsburgh Steelers might snatch Little at 66th. Rams coach Dick Vermeil called Little just as Steelers coach Bill Cowher was congratulating him on joining Pittsburgh. Little signed a 3-year, $1.2 million contract with a $400,000 signing bonus on July 2, 1998. He started his NFL journey wearing jersey number 57 and initially played as a linebacker. His early contributions included making 8 tackles as a gunner on kickoff and punt coverage. However, legal issues stemming from a drunk driving crash led to him being placed on the non-football injury list after being inactive for 4 games. In 1999, Little faced further setbacks when the NFL suspended him for 8 games, costing him half of his seasonal salary. He returned mid-season and primarily played on special teams, recording a season-high 4 tackles against the New York Giants on December 19, 1999. In 2000, Little transitioned to playing defensive end for the Rams. He specialized in rushing the quarterback, often entering games as the left defensive end during passing plays. This shift allowed starting end Kevin Carter to move inside to left defensive tackle. To adapt to his new role, Little committed to weight training and increased his food intake, gaining 20 pounds in muscle. Throughout the season, Little showcased his pass-rushing skills, recording 5 sacks and making a total of 17 tackles. His impact wasn't limited to defense. He also contributed significantly on special teams, tallying 18 tackles in those roles during the 2000 season. On April 24, 2001, Little agreed to a 1-year contract offer worth $512,000 as a restricted free agent with the Rams. He switched his jersey number to 91 for that season and became known as a key pass rusher for the NFC champion Rams. Little specialized in entering games during passing situations, replacing starting left defensive end Chidi Ahanotu. His impact was immediate, leading the Rams with 14.5 sacks, which ranked 3rd in the entire NFL. During Super Bowl XXV, Little played a crucial role, although he couldn't dislodge the ball on the play that led to the New England Patriots' game-winning drive. Little also continued to excel on special teams, contributing with 11 tackles throughout the season. On March 4, 2002, Little signed a lucrative 5-year contract worth $17.5 million. Despite being considered undersized for a base defensive end in the NFL, Little earned the starting left defensive end position for the Rams. He demonstrated versatility by playing effectively against the run and significantly improving his pass-rushing skills. Rams defensive line coach Bill Collar praised Little's evolution into an all-around player, noting his effectiveness in both stopping the run and pressuring quarterbacks. During the 2002 season, Little made a substantial impact with 12 sacks, ranking 6th highest in the NFL, and set a franchise record with 9 forced fumbles. His ability to strip quarterbacks of the ball earned him recognition from Sports Illustrated's Paul Zimmerman as the best in the league at forcing fumbles. Little's standout performance was highlighted in a season finale against the San Francisco 49ers, where he recorded 9 tackles, including a season-high 2 sacks, and forced a career-best 3 fumbles. In 2001, Leonard Little's standout performances earned him recognition as an All-Pro and a Pro Bowl selection. Playing as a defensive end for the St. Louis Rams, he racked up 12.5 sacks, ranking 3rd in the NFC and 4th in the NFL. Little's impact was felt intensely during a memorable game against the Minnesota Vikings on November 30, 2003, where he tallied a career-best 4 sacks, along with 8 tackles, 3 QB pressures, and 2 forced fumbles. Despite facing constant double teams and chip-blocking strategies in 2004, Leonard Little remained a force on the Rams' defensive line. His sack numbers decreased to 7, but he compensated by scoring his first 2 NFL touchdowns off fumble recoveries. Rams coach Mike Martz acknowledged the relentless attention opponents paid to Little, stating, "They never leave him alone," underscoring the respect and strategic measures taken against him. The 2005 season started promisingly for Little, with notable performances like the one against the San Francisco 49ers, where he recorded 9 tackles, 2.0 sacks, and forced 2 fumbles. However, tragedy struck when his brother Jermaine was tragically murdered, impacting Leonard emotionally. Despite this personal turmoil, he rallied to lead the Rams with 9.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles by season's end, showcasing resilience both on and off the field. By week 11 of the 2006 season, Little's consistent performance earned him a lucrative 3-year, $19.5 million contract extension. His role expanded as a defensive stalwart, starting all 16 games and tallying 13.0 sacks, which tied for 2nd in the NFC and 5th in the NFL. His ability to disrupt opposing offenses led to him being named a Pro Bowl alternate once again. Injuries began to hamper Little's later seasons with the Rams, starting with a toe injury in 2007 that ended his season prematurely. Despite undergoing surgery and restructuring his contract to stay with the team, he faced challenges staying healthy in subsequent seasons, including a hamstring injury in 2008 that limited his playing time to 14 games. Heading into the 2009 season, Little remained a formidable presence on the defensive line, leading the team with 6.5 sacks despite battling through a knee injury that caused him to miss 2 games. As his career wound down, speculation arose about retirement, and although he considered offers from other teams, he ultimately retired as a Ram on December 15, 2010, leaving behind a legacy of defensive prowess and resilience. Throughout his 12-year NFL career, Leonard Little earned a reputation as a relentless pass rusher and a defensive force to be reckoned with, accumulating 32 career sacks and consistently leading his team in quarterback takedowns. His impact on the field, highlighted by his ability to disrupt opposing offenses and his resilience in overcoming personal challenges, cemented his place as a key figure in Rams' history and the NFL. And that brings us to the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't, and while you are at it, do comment telling us who to cover next.